Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video we will have our discussion on the Purnima or the full moon, which is going to start in next couple of hours. So guys, this full moon is also called as the Vaishak Purnima, which coincides with the birth anniversary of Gautam Buddha. So guys, in whichever capacity, if you are connected with the meditation, with healing sciences, you would have known the importance of the life and contribution of the Gautam Buddha. We say this thing that someone, if in his physical constitution is going to have all of his chakra activated, aligned, that person is going to be exuding so much positive energy that if you will even come close to that person, you will feel kind of rejuvenated and relaxed. Now imagine the aura and the healing power of Gautam Buddha. And along with that guys, because why I made this video on such a short term notice, because for any event, if I were to make video, I plan to post it at least a day or 2 days prior to the event. But in this occasion, lately the kind of comments which I'm seeing and the kind of way energies around me is also functioning, I thought we can have a short video on this as well. So guys, we all know this thing that this Purnima is going to be the Anuradha, like when moon is going to be in the Anuradha nakshatra. So there are like certain traits of the Anuradha which actually, if well utilized, can be our savior, can actually be of our rescue, and if not well utilized, that can also create vulnerability as well. So guys, first of all, before we will get into that, how planets are going to be behaving. So we know this thing that it is definitely a full moon. So moon is going to be in the Scorpio, a sign where moon attains debilitation. It is weak, it is impressionable. Opposite to it lies the sun. So sun is in the Taurus. It is supported by the presence of the Venus over there, with the presence of the Jupiter over there. Vulnerability falls in the domain of the Mars and Rahu. Mars and Rahu are already conjunct in the Pisces sign. If this is a Anuradha Purnima, so that means the lord of the Anuradha nakshatra is the planet Saturn. It is very well placed and it's Mool Trikona sign of the Aquarius. So this is what the basic interpretation of the way planets are going to be influencing us. Now guys, I will come back to the point which I was mentioning. So see, when we talk about the Anuradha nakshatra, so definitely the god which preside over this nakshatra is the Mitra, which means that this is a god which has this potential and capacity to give you very sustainable sort of relationship. The lord of the Anuradha becomes the planet Saturn. We all know this thing that Saturn might be significator of delay and kind of rejection, but whatsoever Saturn prepares and gives it to you, somehow we have this capacity to maintain it or retain it in our life for longer span of time. So this is what the benefit side of the energies of the Anuradha nakshatra is. Now when we talk about the vulnerable side, so people who are in the influence and in the prominence of the Anuradha, a lot many times they have also been seen as the escapist, that they just want to escape the life through going away, running away. Like, you know, in our older scriptures it was mentioned that majority of the girls who used to run away, like because India is a very traditional society. I'm talking about at a time when all these scriptures were written. So over there it was a line written in carved in the stone that if your family has selected a partner for you, you are supposed to marry that person only. And even in the from the couple of decades back as well, when all those people who used to object to their the partner selected for them and they used to run away from their houses, somehow they used to be in the influence of the Anuradha nakshatra. That is the only reason Anuradha has got this bad rep. And see, in our language of the scriptures, Anuradha has been mentioned as there's a word Gupt Papi, that means secret sinner, just because they have this capacity to seclude themselves, live on their own, that they somehow there is a tendency and potential to inculcate some vices or bad habits as well. This could be drinking, this could be addiction and inclination towards intoxicants, substance abuse as well. So that is the only reason guys I wanted to mention this thing, because now what I'm seeing as a pattern over here is that, because see, whenever there is any full moon taking place, the energy of that start prevailing from 2 days before, and it remains somehow for the next couple of days as well. So lately I've been seeing this trend and pattern that people who are falling on the vulnerable side of this alignment, that a lot many people have been commenting that, okay, I am so fed up with my family duties and responsibilities, my major area of concern is finances. Now I'm thinking about, or I'm being overwhelmed by the thoughts of running away, leaving everything behind. So these kind of messages or comments I am getting. And guys, if I were to say about the positive benefit side of it, so trust me, like if I were to share my own personal life, like my ascendant lord and dasha lord currently which is active, it is also placed in the Anuradha, and because moon is activating that cycle, that you would not believe, this week only I have already recorded one Zoom podcast with a friend at Bharati Vidya Bhavan. There's another which is scheduled for Sunday, and this third person who is scheduled for next week. So the way friends are coming together in order to aid me, help me, in order to, the Lord of Anuradha is Saturn, which is in the Aquarius, which again promotes the group activities, which also wants you to be the part of the collective, do something which is going to contribute to the well-being of the society as well. So this is what I wanted to say, because I've been seeing this energy all around me, like because even at my home, because my mother and my sister, they keep the fasting on the Purnima. So even like if I'm going to forget the new moon and full moon, somehow in my whatever happening and development is taking place in my house, I get to know that, okay, Purnima is coming, full moon is coming. But this is over here, guys, I wanted to highlight this thing, because whenever there is the energy of the full moon, the solar and the lunar energy somehow prevails, they gets magnified. So moon is in dire need of the support from the community, from your friends, from your kith and kin, from your tribe. And the place where sun is placed, because it is surrounded by Jupiter and Venus in the Taurus energy. So somehow if you are lacking anything which you could be proud of, your your accumulations, this could be in the form of wealth, in the form of possession, the titles which you own. So if there is any concern right now acting as a pressing issue in your life, any lack in the life which you are dealing with, which you are battling with, so it can definitely drive and incite those thoughts of escaping and running away from everything. So over there, being well supported, guarded by community, by your friends, by your tribe, could be a right way of dealing with this surge of energy. And again, guys, because for all those people in whose case Mars and Rahu is also active right now, the way I have already predicted, this event which happened where the Iranian president's helicopter got crashed, it happened at a time when like moon was conjunct with Ketu in the Virgo, and Rahu and Mars was right opposite to it. So, and now there has been those classified information which is coming in where Mossad has been attached with the blame, and the investigation is going to be now very soon on against the Israeli ministers and all. So that is the only reason I wanted to say this thing, like whatever happens above, so happens below as well. So let's say, for example, if you're being overwhelmed by these kind of thoughts, energies and all, so first of all, it's going to be very short-lived. It's going to be a very temporary surge of the emotion. I always say this thing, any affliction to your natal moon, worship of Lord Shiva is the best thing which you can do, for sure. And the way these days I've been learning a lot about the crystals as well. So those crystals, like wearing those crystals and all, definitely proves to be very calming, very rejuvenating for you as well. Like you can also consider like amethyst and these kind of calming crystals. It will definitely be very supportive for you. So yes, guys, I don't think so. Okay, let's very briefly look at how it is going to be influencing all the 12 moon signs, and then I will complete this video. So guys, let's say for example, if you are an Aries moon, so definitely insecurities, fear of unknown is going to be strong. For the Taurus, definitely guys, any lack which you feel in the matters of relationship, partnership could be a overwhelming priority right now for you. For the Gemini moon sign natives, definitely guys, at your work front, health related concerns might get magnified. For the Cancer moon natives, definitely guys, because in any case, full moon, new moon, eclipses, your whole persona gets affected because of it. So yes, emotions, feelings are very vulnerable, and I would say this thing that resorting towards engaging in activities like any hobbies you have, any extracurricular things which you like to do, so prioritize that during this time. For the Leo moon, so definitely guys, your fourth house, so insecurity is something, that feeling of lack might be bothering the Leo moon sign natives. For the Virgo moon, definitely guys, the best way for you to do is do all those things which you like to do, like any hobbies which you have. Take any short travel journey, catch up with your old friend with whom you have lost connection and all. So lot many Virgo Lagna natives or Virgo moon sign, I mean to say, might be feeling little bit restless. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra moon natives, definitely guys, the concerns of the finances, like that void space in your finances, what you have built so far in the life, might be a overwhelming concern right now. For the Scorpions, definitely guys, in your case, although I'm not seeing you much vulnerable because Jupiter, Saturn, they both are influencing your moon sign, but yes, somehow, like when we say that intensity and pressure is going to be very high during this time, reaching out to friends and colleagues and people with whom you share some common goals and all will be right way of dealing with this energy. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius moon natives, definitely guys, a lot many Sagittarius moon natives might be during this time, might be searching about some hidden kind of documentaries dedicated to any research, any exploration, hidden things, conspiracy theories. And yes, that feeling of lack might be bothering, like fear of unknown is something which might be bothering these Sagittarians. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn moon, definitely guys, during this time there could be some overwhelming pressure on the account of your goals, what strategies you need to use. And I'm very much sure a lot many Capricorn moon natives from the past 1 or 2 days or for the next 2-3 days will be in that planning mode, what they want to actually ultimately eventually achieve and what all they can do in order to gather that support in order to do that. For the Aquarians, definitely guys, that feeling of your identity, how much more you need to do, where you lack, how you are being perceived in the world. So your public image might be a central area of concern right now for a lot many Aquarians. And lastly guys, for the Piscean, I would say this thing that questioning your faith and too much contemplation and planning over any future pilgrimages, any guidance in the past which you have received from your guides, your teachers and all, might be going on too much, planning thing and contemplation might be going on in their mind regarding this. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.